Hey, don't do that because I can hear you unscrewing it in the microphone.
Unscrewing the mic before you're about to start?
Like, what is wrong with you?
I just want to make sure there's nothing in there.
Okay, here we go.
Like,
Yeah, Jesus. Oh, man. Back at it.
Does anyone ever freestyle over this?
Yeah,
I
Heck
have.
has a bunch of times.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, we're back with another rabble-rousing episode.
I'm back.
Got 4 people today. Yeah, Heck's back. Heck's back in the house. But no Woody. So, you know who's here.
Shout out to the wood.
Shout out to the Woody.
He had a baby class.
He surely did. Shout out to him.
He's in like
Hosted by
Lamaze.
Gene Snitsky.
Yeah, come on. Jesus. In any case, welcome to the SVW podcast.
Dude, why is it just sitting there?
Are you? I'm doing the intro to the show. Anyway, welcome to the SVW podcast. My name is Roman. I'm here as always with Heck,
Yep.
Gunky Man, aka The Gunk,
What's up?
and for the 3rd week in a row, against my better judgment,
Ratings, bro. We're getting
J.A. is here with us.
Well, I will say for the people that weren't able to see what was going on earlier, Gunk was trying to take a gravity bong hit and he wasn't doing it correctly. So I was just like curious what was going on.
I did it right.
Okay.
And,
Well-
and we don't smoke weed on this show, bro. This is a family-friendly show.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
They're not-
smoking
that
weed
was
right
kayfabe,
now.
bro.
I think
You're
our
not supposed to know that.
family-friendly rating has gone out the window long ago.
long time.
As
Yeah.
soon as J.A. stepped onto the podcast, that rating was gone.
You guys see the Hurt Business this weekend?
Okay, let's keep
Well,
it.
hurt
they,
people.
I think they did exactly what she said they were going to do.
Yeah. Look, we've got a big episode. One pay-per-view, one main event, if you will. Saturday night's main event was this past week. We got a lot to talk about. Money in the Bank coming up. What did you guys think of Saturday night's main event?
It was mid.
It was exactly what you very predictable what you thought was going to happen, but it was a cool show. You know, it's always fun to see the stars. Jesse
Yeah,
Ventura,
the old school nostalgia
Leilani
kind of
Kai,
look to it. Yeah.
Tatanka. It was that stuff's always fun.
Yeah.
You went out the front door.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
We'll get into that. That was unbelievable. And then, of course, we had a big NXT battleground this past week. A lot of pretty wild belt changes there, as well as last night on regular NXT television.
Yeah, definitely seeing some changes. Definitely a lot of it is transitional champions, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know. I feel like things are coming up with the drafts and all. We'll get into that a little bit.
No, definitely. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. You looked like you were going to say something else.
Because I was thinking about saying something, but against my better judgment,
that's
I decided
good.
not
That's
to.
good.
It would have been a racy comment. And
That's good.
not racial, but... No, it wasn't. It had nothing to do with race. It was just like a
Okay.
sketchy comment.
Please remove me from this thread.
Yeah, for real. And then, of course, on the other side of the Wrestling Cinematic Universe, Double or Nothing happened this weekend.
That was a decent pay-per-view.
Yeah, now that was that was a
was
good pay-per-view. Long, as usual, but
Yeah.
So I went and saw Metallica that night, and then I got home and I still saw 3 matches.
that's insane.
That's crazy.
3 matches?
Yeah, I saw I saw the end of the 5-on-5 or 6-on-6
The
blood
Anarchy
The
Yeah,
match.
Anarchy in the
And
Arena.
then there was a trios match. I think the Adam Cole's trios match.
Yeah,
And then the main event.
Did they do Sandman's theme song?
Oh,
No.
Metallica?
Yeah, Mass and J.A. Jay's
No,
looking
they
around
didn't
like
do
he's
their
crazy.
probably their biggest hit ever.
Did they do Sandman's theme song?
They sure did.
Did they do Nick Gage's theme song?
They sure did. And they did Sting's theme song.
Really?
Yeah.
of
Did
course
he come
they
from the rafters?
No.
That'd have been awesome.
That would have been awesome. And then, of course, before we go, we got a couple quick hits. But, yeah, we'll start with Saturday night's main event. Just overall impressions of the show. Could talk about some matches. I got a couple things here, but overall, let's start off with a grade this time. What would you guys give that show for a grade?
Saturday night's main event?
Yeah.
A C.
C plus.
Like we did
Yeah.
say, it was predictable, but the one thing that did happen, advancing or creating a storyline, Logan Paul and John Cena are now a tag team.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Cody's back.
If you
I think
didn't
that's a little more
believe,
important than Cena and Logan
well,
Paul being a tag.
if you didn't believe John Cena was going to ruin wrestling before,
Yeah.
look at what the fuck he's doing now. He's bringing in the biggest piece of garbage, that YouTuber Logan Paul, and he's going to politic him to becoming world champion.
You think so?
and ruin wrestling.
Really? You think he's going to become
I
world champion?
hate when they tie the world title like stories into each other. I'm very not. into that.
Yeah. I can agree with you on
Fucking-
that.
He's gonna
keep
take
making it like tag team, and
Bro.
I hate having seeing the like, big stars, the top tier guys like with titles and all getting thrown into like tag team matches. Like,
Yeah.
No,
there's enough meat on the bone where they can continue the storylines separately. kinda
Yeah,
going
bro.
forward.
It's just like
But-
it's
He's
just-
gonna
I
take
don't
the
know.
belt with him when he retires.
and then have the other one on.
No, Logan Paul's going to be the other. Yeah, Logan Paul's going to be the other champion, and he's going to leave us with Logan Paul as our world champion and have ruined wrestling.
That's a hot take there.
It is. That's pretty crazy.
Jay
But
hates John Cena.
I know he turned on the hero of the children.
Jay does love the children.
Poor Ron Cena.
The king of the
Yeah, Ron Cena.
the king of the Make-A-Wish
Coming out in
Foundation.
the
Just threw it
old
all
school
away.
John Cena gear.
Yeah, how about that? How about R-Truth's entrance? That was sick.
Has John Cena halted all Make-A-Wishes?
No,
I
didn't.
don't think so.
I don't think so.
That would be real like heel turn.
Yeah. But yeah, that was good, as well as the tag team match to open the show. And they got the third man, Bronson Reed.
That was I didn't expect Bronson Reed to
Me
end,
neither.
I don't think-
end up with them.
I don't think anybody did.
It's just because didn't he like have a feud with Seth Rollins and like
Yeah.
tsunami the shit out of him?
Yeah.
And then there was like no explanation, no reason.
Well, they're showing. So when he got injured,
like,
remember
now we're cool.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Didn't he get hurt or something?
when he got hurt. He dove off the top of the cage or whatever.
Yeah.
And Roman Reigns was on the table, and
CM Punk saved his
pulls
life.
him.
Yeah.
And so this now Bronson Reed feels that CM Punk injured him by not having the the
Oh, so that's the reason.
that
That's what they're trying
that's
to
why I
say,
don't like CM Punk.
that-
Okay,
more like the
okay.
enemy of my enemy is my friend type
Right,
vibe.
yeah, yeah.
Or just like Paul Heyman's silver tongue just was like,
He tongued him.
tongued him down and was like,
Damn.
listen to me.
Those are a couple big guys tonguing each
And then
other.
Bronson Reed had a
Starting off
tsunami.
early, huh? Yeah, Jesus Christ.
He tsunami'd him.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting, I think, moving
Yeah, and then
forward.
I'm surprised it's like two like big, strong muscle guys. Like,
Yeah.
usually you get like you'll have your high flyer. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
the kind of different kind of aspects when these factions and groups get together.
Yeah.
Well, they'll just protect Seth until Braun gets a little fed up with it. If at some point,
Oh, yeah. Like, how long is this really going to last? Like,
it's gonna last
feel
until
like-
next WrestleMania. I told you the main event for WrestleMania next year is Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins.
oh, right. I forgot
I mean,
you
if-
told me, so it's true.
I can see more Survivor Series.
Yeah,
I
think
got it at WrestleMania in my
Nice.
book.
Okay, you're the same person who told me Jade Cargill was going to win the Royal Rumble, and when I said why, you said that's what they do, bro. So
Sounds
yeah,
like a JA comment.
it surely does. And we got some more Money in the Bank qualifiers.
Here we go.
So far,
Oh, we didn't touch on Damian Priest just walking out the ring.
oh well, yeah, of course.
That was like the highlight.
dude,
He's walking out the door.
yeah. So
I feel like
So-
that was like added like insult. Like it was like when there
Yo.
was salt in the wound. Like
I
bro,
will-
I'm not even gonna climb over. I'm just gonna
Well,
literally walk out.
I
of the
always
ring.
thought it was like, yo, the baby faces walk out the door or pin you because like that's like hard to do, and then like the heels will like sneak away and like somehow get out of
Climb
the
over
top.
and, like,
yeah.
fall out. Yeah.
And like sometimes the baby face will go over the top. You know what I mean? After like a long match, he's getting his ass kicked. They're both at the top.
Right.
You know what I mean? They do a spot. One of them falls off. The baby face climbs out. Makes sense. But yeah, and also, but the funniest part is I saw a video of Jesse Ventura calling a Big Boss Man match.
yeah,
And Big Boss Man's like climbing out. He's like, why doesn't he just go out the door?
it's insane.
So it's pretty fucking funny.
There's been a
Oh,
couple
shit,
times
that's
I've
funny.
noticed during these Saturday Night's main events with the Return of the Body where Michael Cole just like can't like ring him back.
Yeah,
Kinda
I,
reel him
I
in.
did
Yeah,
notice
yeah.
that.
There was something
the
else
best.
like before where like you could totally like visualize Michael Cole being like, oh, how the fuck do I bring this back to a wrestling
Yeah.
match?
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever
no,
it was,
you can hear it.
Or
Michael
bring
Cole-
it back to
try to
normality.
explain it.
Yeah.
Well, it's because of this.
Yeah, Jesse
Yeah.
just goes off. I
No.
love it. I think it's awesome.
He forgot who Pat McAfee was. Did you guys see that? He goes, your co-host," and he's like, Pat McAfee. And then at the beginning of one match, I can't remember which match it was. He was really harping on something, and they were going towards the part where like they'll do between matches. They'll go to the announce
Commentary
table,
table, yeah.
and then they'll talk. And then like when they cut to like the entrance, they'll stop talking. Like he kept going
kept
about
going.
it. I can't remember what it is now, but he just kept like harping on this thing. And I was like, what is going on with this dude? And then, yeah, of course, because the Gilmans, they were like, the first time someone walked out of the ring was like 86 or something. Like, they've been doing this for so long.
the and we can't not notice the leather on leather Malcolm X hat was sick.
Yeah, that's fire. That's incredible. Shout out.
Real old school vibes.
Yeah.
With like this leather fringe jacket that he's been wearing for like 30 years.
Of course.
The same jacket. Is there a bird flying
It
in
was
here?
a squirrel.
There's a squirrel right by Jay's head.
But yeah,
Try and get his nuts.
as great as Jesse is,
The body there.
he's maybe, we'll see if he gets invited back. Let's put it
Oh,
that
he's
way.
definitely gonna be invited back. Triple H loves I bet you the visual of Michael Cole squirming and the body just doing his thing.
That is probably
Long
true.
as I'm cool with him being there long as the Saturday night main event. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah.
It just
he calls-
it's like the same gripe that people have with like Cornette. Shut up, old man. Like,
Yeah,
shut up. You're lost in the times.
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck is currently going on. You have this like old school opinion of how things are supposed to go
Right,
in wrestling, and like change with the times, bro.
No, I
He's just
agree.
calling 4 matches a year.
Yeah,
That's true. I guess that's
No big
fair.
deal.
gets his check, goes home.
Right.
It's just to keep that
Does like a
little
conspiracy government fucking
Yeah.
show on like A&E or something.
Does he? That's
vibe. Does a
awesome.
hell of a carrying cross impression.
But yeah, like I was saying, also we got some more qualifiers for Money in the Bank. LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, Penta, and
L.A. Knight. Yeah.
and Seth Rollins are now in the match.
Wait, isn't Jacob in there?
no.
Because Solo and Jacob were like one of us. Long as one of us could win, it's like they're playing off that story.
Solo's in it.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
thought-
Solo's in it, and then
is that
the
true?
Aldis,
Is there still one more slot to go?
There's 2 more slots.
Jacob Fatu's not in it. I swore he was in it
Let me see.
The last slot.
because they
It's
was
a-
playing off because JC Mateo.
No, you're right. I thought that too, but 2 hours ago it says those 4. Does not say Solo.
You mean Jacob?
Jacob, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that too, actually, but yeah.
Right? Because
Solo,
Solo
LA
like,
Knight.
commented on. He was like, "No, it's cool. We'll both be in like type shit." Like,
Maybe they'll both be champions.
I guess we'll see.
I hope LA Knight wins.
Yeah.
And then as far as the women's, Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, and Julia are in the women's.
Well, as of now, you gotta go Rhea Ripley, but you have to assume,
Yeah, hijinks are going to ensue.
I love it, like the Bliss talking shit to Charlotte. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you won the money. Oh wait, you're not in it.
Yeah.
Someone posted this crazy stat the other day, which I couldn't believe it. With Kelly returning to TNA Wrestling, she is younger than Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair.
Yes, I saw
Yeah.
that.
and her
Kelly
career
Kelly's-
was over like 7 years before them.
Yeah, Kelly's the fucking
Yeah,
best.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love
That
her.
is true. I forgot
Yo.
about that.
She took a kendo fucking shot.
Kane Sandman lit her up.
Singapore cane right to the
Yeah,
forehead.
he surely did.
I used to watch Kelly's expose when I was like 7, and my
Yeah.
dad used to be like, "Close your eyes," and I'd be like this. If everybody who can't see, I would
He's doing
look.
the peaky,
What was
the
on-
peaky
what was on the-
I
blinder.
would peeky.
What was on the expose?
She would
Oh.
strip, and then Mike Knox would come out and be like, "No, she can't show her nipples," and I'd be like, "Fuck Mike Knox, this fucking
That's
bitch."
why you got some
On the
heat.
Jacob Fatu spot, he was put. He's for this Friday into a triple threat match with Andrade and Carmelo.
That's a qualifier.
Yeah.
Okay,
so I guess
gotcha.
I guess he filled that spot.
Right.
So like, they were just implying.
I hope
people-
Carmelo. I hope
Honestly, I didn't even know Andrade was still on the roster. I thought he was done.
What? What are you talking about?
Almost.
Carmelo.
Oh my!
Melo,
Andrade.
and Jacob.
Mello has
Yeah,
to win that,
Andrade.
bro. Mello,
Yeah.
Mello
The,
has
Charlotte
to win
Test.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought he was. I didn't even know he was still on the roster.
Bro, I don't want Solo.
Melo's over there with the Miz.
I don't want
Miz gonna help him win.
Bro, I don't want Solo and Jacob in the fucking Money in the Bank match. Those are two big guys. Like I need
Yeah, you need Carmelo to win
Bro,
that
I need
one.
Carmelo in that match. He's gonna do some crazy
You
spots.
think Carmelo Hayes has a shot against Jacob Fatu?
Absolutely no fucking.
well,
way.
maybe with the
Yes.
help
The
of
silliest
Miz.
thing I've ever heard in my life.
Andrade.
No,
Miz.
well, remember, Melo's like with the Miz.
Yeah. The Miz, and he loves to do a little.
That's
shenanigans.
awesome.
Exactly. Yeah. See, that's so good. I love that.
The Miz and JA is the Jizz.
Yeah.
Because he
Exactly.
told him, he was like, if we follow my game plan, do what I say, Melo can't miss.
100%.
Dude,
And
this
he's great.
squirrel is hanging on for dear life. Oh my god, his whole body is like all disheveled. Look at his body. I'm not serious. Look at his body. Look, he's got no hair. This dude has been through it.
Oh my
It's just a regular squirrel.
No,
Wait,
it's not.
I'm gonna
It's
take a
missing.
picture of
It's
this.
missing
Really,
half.
squirrel?
It's missing half
Well, I'm
its
even
skin.
getting up to go see the squirrel.
He's not missing any skin.
Are you kidding me?
Missing some fur.
He's over here. He's looking at
Yeah, he
you.
knows. This dude's been through it.
Okay. Anyway.
I might shut the
It's
window.
a Kensington squirrel.
Anyway, Jay.
I think
Thanks for the.
I think that squirrel's on heroin.
Okay. Jesus
So he
Christ.
can't get up the pole, up the thing because of the wetness.
Deciding. Yeah, that's what he keeps on fucking. He keeps on fucking.
Well, yeah. I guess we're gonna see
Squirrel does.
how Money in the Bank turns out, as well as we got the tag team match at Money in the Bank. Rhodes and Uso versus Paul and Cena.
Who do you think wins that?
Yes. Who do you think wins that tag team match at Money in the Bank?
Fucking
Cody's back. You think Cody? I mean,
I hope
don't
Cody
know.
Rhodes fucking loses everything for the rest of his career in WWE.
Woody's not here, so we can talk good about Jey Uso.
Yeah, that's true.
He felt can't get up there because it's all wet.
Are you guys serious right now? There's a squirrel outside. Oh my god. 5-year-old Jay and Gunky.
No, it's not that. It's struggling and it's in such bad shape. I feel
Okay, fucking who cares? We're doing a
not just a
podcast.
regular.
You got some
squirrel.
editing to do.
Yeah, well, no, this is all staying in. No, listen. So, who's winning the tag team match at Money in the Bank?
I hope Cody
he's-
Rhodes loses.
He just started driving hands.
Look, now he's gone. You fucking asshole. Continue.
I've just never seen anything like it.
Okay.
Is
Gunky.
Cena and Logan Paul winning?
Yeah.
I hope that Cena and Logan Paul beat the shit out of Cody Rhodes. I really do. I really hate Cody Rhodes. I don't know.
That's really like
Yeah.
that much?
Yeah, he's a nerd.
That's not nice. But what John Cena did to the children, obviously we can't root for him.
Yeah, but I say Cody.
Logan Paul.
I mean,
is
I
the-
do got a
for
Cena
real
shirt
wrestling.
on.
He's
so.
the biggest piece of garbage out there, except for Sammy Guevara.
Logan Paul has heat in Japan, bro.
He does.
He has major heat in Japan.
Yeah, I would like to see Cody obviously win this one. Cody and Jay.
You think they sell Prime in Japan?
Yeah, I'm sure. they do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they definitely do.
They're probably like
What's the other kid that's on there?
KSI.
KSI.
They're like, this is
Yeah.
in there. They're just like,
He's the front man in
yeah,
Japan.
Hell yeah.
how they market it? They're like, it's KSI juice.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Jake Paul's brother.
I think I would like to see Rhodes and Uso win this one. But yeah, to further storyline, John
You
Cena.
mark.
One
Seems
word,
like a-
4 letters.
Yeet. Yeah. And yeah, I guess we're gonna
Yeet.
get some more matches for Money in the Bank, but we'll see what those are as we continue. And we'll
This
talk
J.O.
about
so
Two Money in the
sticks
Bank
with me.
it in the coming
matches.
weeks.
The tag team match. So we have 3 matches already for Money in the Bank.
Yes.
Yep. 2 weeks away.
Money in the
Feels like
bank.
it's coming up quick.
Really does. Really snuck
Probably
up
get
on
a
me.
tag team title match. It looks like they're trying to do something with the tag team title division again.
One would hope, but 2 tag team matches on a 5-match card, probably. You think that?
I feel like
good
Seth
call,
got to
good
have
call.
a match on there, right? Like, or Bronson Reed versus
Oh
like
yeah,
CM Punk
one
or
of them
something like that.
definitely. Yeah,
Like,
one of them's gonna have a match for sure.
I know that was like talked about, like Bronson and I feel like he got to have a match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That comeback match.
Yeah,
Him
I
and
think,
Punk.
I think we'll definitely see one of them.
He's gonna
wrestle
tsunami
these.
all over Punk's face.
Whoa, whoa.
Did Becky qualify for him?
No.
So
no.
maybe
No, she-
maybe-
no,
so-
it's
She got tied up with
Intercontinental
Lyra Valkyrie.
yeah.
Oh yes, yeah,
Intercontinental-
Women's
She got tied up with the
Intercontinental
Bird
match,
Girl.
yes.
So she'll be in. Okay. So they'll have other women's that are.
Yeah.
The Mighty have fallen. Becky fighting for the women's mid card. Whoa.
It's called putting young talent over.
Yeah,
It's elevate
and
and
still-
elevate
It's, what,
title.
it's
Sean,
literally
didn't-
what we're doing
It's
for you
called the
right now,
belt already.
Gunk.
It's called the
Yeah.
belt already put her over, bro.
Okay, shut up.
She just won a fucking giant tournament to win
I mean,
that
it has
shit.
definitely helped. This
Giant
dude has
tournament.
definitely
Yeah,
helped
beating the
Lyra
greatest
Valkyria.
female
100%.
wrestler of all time wouldn't help her out, though.
Yeah,
because when Lyra first won, it was like
Who, she's
quiet.
facing China.
yeah, it was crickets.
Now
for
people are
real.
kind of starting to get behind her with the promos that she's
Valid.
been having with Becky
Yeah.
Lynch, going back and forth. It's like, oh, she got a little something there.
Yeah, she's becoming more interesting to me.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck her. I'm sick of her.
Okay,
She's the one with the geeky boyfriend.
Yes,
who's the geeky boyfriend?
Beat
he was
your
like in the
ass.
crowd. She was like, Becky was like, I get to go home with my hot husband, and you go home with your nerd
Oh
boyfriend,
yeah, damn,
your
that's
nerd
crazy.
fiance.
That's wild.
Dude's a jobber.
You're a jobber. Next up, we had a lot of NXT drama, Battleground, and last night. First up, Trick Williams is your TNA champion.
Trickinay.
that trick.
Trickinay.
Whoop that
Trickinay,
trick.
I like that. I like that.
Trickinay. Get it
Pretty
right.
sick.
And then we got,
I'm a big TNA mark.
I
You
know
see
you
him
are.
go over to the TNA president and shake his hand after the match.
Oh
That was so
yeah,
sick.
the look. I mean, it's the first time something like that has ever happened.
Oh,
right?
it's great. The forbidden door is out
Yeah,
of
Vince
control.
McMahon
It's
is
the
rolling
forbidden
over
door
in
is
his
fucking
metaphorical
kicked
grave.
open.
Vince is so upset he won't even talk to Triple H and Steph anymore.
Oh, I think allegedly
Over
that was from
Trick.
before.
Just when I heard when Trick Williams won the TNA title, he's like, "That's it, I'm done."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
next up for the fighting Trick is what's his name?
Mike Santana.
Mike Santana from AEW. Did AEW drop the ball on him or something?
Well,
Like,
I mean, he's not necessarily John Cena, but yeah,
But
we'll
he's
see.
over. He's getting on WWE television
crazy.
one way or another, right?
Yeah, no, I hear you, and I think anytime there's like
Puerto Rican power.
a fresh new guy,
Shout out.
you should be able to, just get over on the excitement of that alone, and then let's, see if he can.
It's
kick
funny
the door
because
down.
like when they were coming up, Proud and Powerful, him and his tag team partner Ortiz, he leaves. Ortiz stays at AEW. You hear nothing or
Right,
see
yeah.
and nothing of him. He goes out, does his own thing, fucking gets himself over. He's over at TNA, fucking in the title picture. Now he's
Yeah.
about to fight Trick for the title.
I know,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I'm trying to see Trick take on some TNA originals for that TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
Suicide?
Suicide.
Or what was his
Suicide.
name after so they can make figures of him?
He should face Shark Boy.
No, what did they change Suicide's name to?
Manic.
Yeah.
They had to change his name to
Manic.
Manic. Well, on the toys, it just had his logo. They didn't even put in at first. His first toy, it just had his Suicide
I wonder who they
logo.
paid on that toy, like what wrestler? Because
It was a bunch of different people.
because Christopher Daniels wore it, other people wore the mask.
Yeah. At one point,
Interesting.
Austin Aries wore it.
Very interesting.
You think it smelled from all these different people wearing the mask?
Yeah, they never wore it. Or they never washed it, Jay. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I
Like
want
the
to see.
Doink the Clown wig.
I want to see. I want to
It was
see.
the same one the whole time.
I want to see.
It went from WWE to ECW and then back.
I want to see Trick Williams take on Petey Williams. The Battle of the Williams.
I mean, you never know. The
It was
sky's the
cool
limit.
seeing Trick really. You can really see that. I said it before. If you listen to old podcasts, Trick always reminded me of like a young Booker T.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
has really come to fruition because now Booker's like worked with him and trained. He did like a spinneroonie
So
and
awesome.
fucking and then got like caught a rock bottom or a bookend by Joe Hendry right after.
So sick.
Did the whole like dread
Yeah,
shake.
yeah. That's so awesome. I love Booker.
I wouldn't be surprised if Joe Hendry is drafted in the upcoming draft. I mean, look at how well he's done with the WWE audience.
I mean, he's
I told-
definitely coming to
That's probably
WWE.
why I
I don't
dropped
think
the
until his
title.
contract up though. Like same thing with like Jordan Grace. Like once his contract's
Yeah.
up, he's definitely coming to WWE.
1,000%. They're using them like just as much as TNA is.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like almost like
Well, yeah,
But
but
that's what I
that
said,
dude
like-
got a spot on the WrestleMania, dude. Yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
what I said
like-
with like TNA. Like I felt like WWE was just using it to try people out. You know what I mean? Like, let's see if this guy can really work our style. Where like a lot of the other programs, you know what I mean, were wrestling. Where this is more like storytelling. Like slow it down a little bit. Like
Totally.
if you could work and transition to this.
Oh no, I think
Then
even
it's like,
more.
oh, now I'll give you a contract
Well, I think even more so, it's just becoming the B show to NXT. It's just like literally the SmackDown to NXT's Raw. Like I really,
Evolve's not there no more.
bro, Evolve like
Evolve and
fucking,
LFG. They're like the SmackDown to the
No, that's like
other's Raw.
no. That's like main event. Do you remember main event
Yeah.
and Superstars? That's what those shows
Yeah,
are.
but it's
like
not
the house
because-
shows that,
no,
they also put
because
out
on main event and Superstars. They had like WWE roster guys.
Yeah, but like the fucking bottom
Chavo Guerrero, bro.
Chavo wasn't even on there, bro. It was like tag
I
team
just saw something
singles.
like Penta
matches.
and somebody had a match on main event.
Really? Like
Yeah.
when? Like a billion years ago?
No.
Karrion Kross
like-
just had a match on main event.
Yeah, like a month ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even get watch that.
Karrion Kross got a crazy pop on main event.
I mean, that's sick. I mean, it was like when we saw Dom Mysterio go on Speed.
He's
Like-
on Speed. We need to get him.
we gotta
the
help our
clinic.
guy out.
Oh, no. Like when we went to see
It's like lacing his
SmackDown.
chicken nuggies with speed.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Goddamn Roxanne Perez.
Oh,
When
man.
we
Could
saw-
you imagine when he puts her under his belt? Look at that threesome he's had.
I saw like
Alexa
some, like
Bliss.
the 2K25 like videos
Alexa
that people always twist.
I
It's
mean,
like him coming out like Goldberg,
Liv Morgan.
but like the security is like Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley,
so sick.
fucking Roxanne, and like he's coming out
That's-
with them as like the security and shit.
so
I'm like,
sick.
oh man, his fucking
And his actual wife.
right?
Yeah,
This dude's on fire, bro.
he is.
He's the man.
But yeah, when we saw SmackDown here, Speed Championship was on before, and he came out, and people went nuts.
I wasn't on Twitter that day.
Fair enough. That's the only place you could ever see it.
X, bro. X.
Okay. And we had another big title change. Stephanie McCourt dropped the belt.
That just shows that she's definitely moving.
Yep, I
up
totally
to-
The
agree.
NXT Women's
Because she lost
Championship.
it, she fought Jordan Grace, beat Jordan Grace, who if she was going to stay down there should have won.
Right.
And she lost to JC Jane. No shade to JC Jane, but
Love her. Super nice.
super
met her.
cool. Came by the shop. You know what I mean?
And I there's every person who you've all said that is going to advance. I agree with you that they are going to advance. It just where's all this TV time?
I was gonna say I don't want people to get lost in the sauce. Julia just moved up. Roxanne just moved up.
Yeah.
like they're gonna move
Yo.
Jordan Grace up.
The NXT
Stephanie.
fucking Women's Championship has been getting passed around like a fucking cherry flavored vape in a fucking middle school bathroom.
I thought like Jada Parker or somebody else would like get it before JC Jane.
Bro, she'll probably have it tomorrow. like,
true.
just check in.
Transitional champions.
But yeah, JC Jane, like you said,
I would have
gonna be-
seen. I would like Fallon Henley.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Still the same group, but I feel like JC Jane's been there so long. She's been, just a workhorse doing whatever they want her to do, whatever faction. And
Yeah.
So I get
They
it.
just got rid of Gigi Dolan. They just let her go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. She should have held it.
That's
way
why like
before
Tatum
fucking-
Paxley has been doing. She got like a Gigi Dolan doll and a Shotzi doll.
It's crazy because think
Yeah,
about it. You guys have like 4 or 5 girls that are coming up, and then we still got Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan,
the
Rhea
roster's
Ripley,
already stacked.
Carrie. We still have 8 to 10 girls that can main event at any
Asuka
time.
can still
Where's-
come back.
Yeah.
Asuka's got to come. Charlotte Flair. Like there's so many other wrestlers. Where is all this TV time? We saw that Evolution is having its own pay-per-view. The women are going to have their own pay-per-view again. They might need their own show.
Yeah.
Bro,
Whoa.
I would have got. I guess I'm harsh, but I would tell you like 5 people I get rid of on the fucking women's roster right now.
Who?
Zoe Stark would have been gone. Now he can't get rid of her because she's injured.
Yep. Right.
Um,
She saved her contract.
yeah, literally. I would get rid of
Fair.
Meech and Mia Yim in a fucking heartbeat.
You
she
know
gets
nothing.
she
She's
gets
awesome.
no,
mi-
I would keep her. She's
She's
a good
great.
mid card
Very.
fucking.
She's a
worker.
great
over
worker.
Gigi Dolan.
Yeah.
I put them on par with each other. They're two
Fine.
awesome.
And Gigi Dolan's younger, so just give her
Fine.
a chance.
I'll give you the benefit
Meechin's
of-
had a fucking chance.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on those two. Who else?
I'd like go like Abba Fire.
Yeah.
She don't do nothing for me.
No
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You guys obviously have no idea
I
about
peeped
the
Dewdrop,
secret
though,
Hervis.
What?
The secret her service or whatever. Hervis.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
She's a-
running out
talking
of
about?
steam here, but yeah.
She's a secret Hervis.
Okay. Secret Harvests. Secret
How do you,
Harvests.
what, am I wrong?
Chelsea Grant. I got you.
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with you? Don't be a stupid, you moron.
Okay. And Gunky?
I was running out of steam, but you know what? I'm not too hot on a lot of the.
Mention Chelsea Green. Chelsea
I
Green.
I would keep her.
No,
What the
Chelsea
hell?
Green.
No,
Gotta
I'm
stay.
talking about in the big
Oh,
names.
yeah,
Where's all this TV time?
Yeah, but I mean, do we get some great matches? But I feel like there has to be like mid card fodder.
Totally.
There has to be people to put people over and put good matches.
Every girl we just named 15,
BFAB
20
could go.
women wrestlers, and they're all
BFAB could go.
I get
they're
it,
all
but-
the 15 that we just named though all could be in the title picture or competing for the title picture.
Maxine could
Like
go.
they're all big names.
Julia, Stephanie, like
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? They're bumping them up for a reason.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very
And then
interesting soon.
It's going to be hard not
Ethan
to see.
Page won a title back from Ricky
Yeah.
Saints.
No, I
Ricky
think they're.
Saints.
You know what?
I
think
thought my bad. I thought all Ethan Page would move up before Ricky Saints.
Yeah. And Trick. Is Trick going to move up? Like, what?
I think they were.
I'm
trying,
not a big Ricky Saint fan.
Wait, is
I
he
think-
is he moving up?
Yeah, he dropped
Ricky
the title
Saints is
to
moving
Ethan
up?
Page. So the rumor is it's because he's going to move up. Which is why I said I would see
Bro, what
Ethan
the
Page
fuck?
because I think it's in my opinion Ethan Page is a more all around solid like
yeah.
product.
The way they're fucking moving around there is so weird. Like,
But that's what I'm
bro,
saying.
Julia going up and then getting like the shittiest reaction and like that
People
should,
don't know about her yet.
Well,
they didn't
bro,
give her
exactly.
time to
So
like.
they should fucking like let shit cook. Like, there's a chance like Ricky fucking Saints.
I think Stephanie Valcour is going to get a bigger pop when she hits the
Definitely.
main
yeah, because she
event.
does a little
Yo,
booty bounce move.
If The
Everybody
Rock
loves
never
that.
got,
She had like the most smoothest, nicest looking butt.
Wow.
if The Rock never got good and he just stayed in like that first 9 months of his career, he'd be Ricky Saint.
Ricky Saint.
The Ricky
the
Saint.
Pebble.
And he just cracked himself
The
up
Rock
in
and
the
the
rope.
Pebble.
The Grog.
That dude's overrated. Who's worse?
Who's
wor-
Sammy Guevara?
Yeah, Guevara's worse. Way worse. Not even a question.
Yeah?
Not even a question.
You like Daniel Garcia?
I mean, at least he got Ty Mello.
Daniel Garcia's good.
I put them all in the same boat, bro.
I like Leo Rush, but his partner stinks.
Leo Rush. I didn't ask about fucking
I know.
Leo
I'm,
Rush.
I'm thinking his partner stinks. He's overrated. Who's
Oh, that's my boy. Me and my dad chopped it up with him a couple times. He was in CZW, bro.
Yeah, he was one of the first.
Action Andretti.
The first show that I went and
My
saw
dad offered
CZW.
him. My dad brought a bunch of
Yeah,
beers.
good match.
Really?
My
Yeah,
dad brought
on
a
the
bunch
Parkway.
of My dad brought a bunch of beers to the CZW show because it was like bring your own beers. That was like the selling point. And he was like, "Yo," like me and Action Andretti were talking, and he was like, "Yo, do you want a beer?" And he was like, "No, I'm trying to like keep my frame." And my dad was like, "Gay."
Well, now I know why I don't like him.
No, my dad didn't actually say that, but
Fair enough.
He's a Philly boy.
Yeah. Yeah. If you try to produce this podcast again, you'll never be on it. Okay.
What do I do?
Shut up. But yeah, so then they're gonna have the fatal four way at Worlds Collide. Mm-hmm. Javon Evans, Laredo Kid, Ray Fenix, and Ethan Page.
Ray
For the-
Fenix.
And there's another interesting match at
Phoenix.
Worlds
Ray
Collide.
Fenix, whatever. Isn't it supposed? Who was he? He was Ray Fenix before.
When he was Lucha Bros.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
AEW.
There's
Now he's
and
Ray
talk
Phoenix.
to us
But-
about that other interesting match that's taking place at Worlds Collide.
Vikingo versus
Defending the world title.
who doesn't have the world title.
But yet it's for the world title.
But it's
Yeah.
the matches for the world title versus Chad Gable.
I guess we'll have to tune into some AAA
I'm
television.
surprised Grande Americano isn't on there.
I was surprised that Grande. Is this finally going to be the moment where
It-
they do the body double and Grande Americano has the run in
Yeah, probably.
and everyone looks like a fool because they think that, you know,
Vikingo
Grande
busted him
Americano?
open on Raw.
yeah, for real.
Now I can't guarantee this match, but like I can the Braun.
Guaranteed Alberto Del Rio won't be there with the belt.
Well, yeah,
Braun-
crazier things have happened.
like Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania next year, but they should build up for WrestleMania next year. El Grande Americano versus Chad Gable. That's the match everyone wants to see.
I agree. It's only.
I mean, they could just have like a lucha from use one of the AAA
Yeah.
guys.
it'll be like
But he
the
got to make sure he wears like the steel plate in his mask.
They just gotta
Yeah.
have someone
Undertaker versus Undertaker.
duplicate, like hang out
Razor
with
or fake razor.
Kane
Hang out
versus
with-
Kane.
hang out with Gable the next year and just duplicate his like eating and workout routine.
That's commitment. They're
Yeah, for
committing
real.
if they do that gimmick.
I think I got a little back tattoo he has too.
Yeah.
It gets a matching
fake
tattoo with Chad Gable.
Yeah, can you imagine?
bad tan, all that. What he's got.
I know. Well, yeah, I think that's going to be really good. I'm actually really excited for this Worlds Collide show.
Yeah.
Free on YouTube.
Free on YouTube, yeah, I was gonna say.
Really, really interesting.
I wonder who's gonna be doing the commentating.
I don't know.
Are they gonna have a Spanish announce table?
No, the American announce table.
Yeah, they're gonna
gets
have the
broken.
American announce table.
Yeah,
get
so
smashed
wait, no,
up.
Somebody's going through the American announce table.
First,
That'd be
right?
awesome.
First.
Yeah, first.
That'd be so sick. I would love that.
What about the
that's
Canadian?
Is that a
They
thing?
speak a different language. Yeah,
Someone
French.
would speak
French.
yeah.
Canadian.
Speaking French.
That's so dumb.
Okay, we're not getting into geopolitics.
No, we are.
Anyway, yeah.
It's like the 51st.
Yeah, the 51st state. They want. We could give it to them for $0. Yeah, so I think it's going to be, like you said, like really interesting with these call-ups and stuff because, yeah, there is only so
already
much.
a stacked roster. There's only
only
so much TV time.
TV
That's
time.
crazy. It's
SmackDown's going to be going back to 2 hours.
Yeah, like that's the other
eventually.
thing. They're shortening their other show.
which I'm fine with because 3 hours is like a marathon.
I agree. You're not wrong. I'm just saying that cutting an
Didn't you have
hour.
the same complaint when it was Raw 3 hours.
I hate it. I can't stand 3 hours. What do they think these people are? Bruce Springsteen? It's insane.
Okay.
I'd much rather watch wrestling than fucking Bruce Springsteen.
Either
Ugh.
way.
Says the guy at a Barry Manilow concert.
Yeah.
Go,
Yeah, it is crazy that they're shortening a show and adding more talent, but I mean, I hope it doesn't mean
I mean,
that more people get cut. But
I'm about to say the releases make sense. Yeah, freeing up money and all.
Totally. BFAB, she's next.
Get a couple more tables ready at the conventions.
Yeah, BFAT better arrangements in order.
Yeah, she's gonna future endeavored, bro.
She better get injured, bro.
Yeah, for
next
real.
month or
Save
so.
her contract. Yeah. Well, listen. Moving over to the other side of the wrestling.
Oh
cinematic
God,
universe.
we're not even on AEW yet.
I thought you liked doing this podcast.
Not when we had to talk about AEW.
Well, they had a great pay per view.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, pay-per-view.
How do we get rid of
we
the
always
gum?
said it.
So.
The weekly shows, you know, they're getting
lacks
better
a
and
lot.
they're
Our
Our
biggest
lacking.
rated shows,
But
are
their
the ones that have the
pay-per-views,
gum.
man.
Yeah. The pay per view,
But talk about something that's fucking long.
it's so long. It's so long.
Yeah, they had a great pay-per-view.
So we're gonna go
if you
through
didn't have
match
anything
by-
to do for 12 hours,
We're gonna go through match by match. No, okay.
No.
We're gonna go
Absolutely
through
not.
spot by spot
We
everything
get
that
some
happened.
highlights here. Obviously, Mercedes Moné defeated Jamie Hayter for the.
It's not gonna work for me, brother.
Owen Hart. Yeah, not gonna
I saw
work
that
for me,
meme and I
brother.
could not get over
And
that.
I'll tell you right now, AEW, WWE, one of the biggest matches you can have right now in 2025 in pro wrestling, Tony Storm, Mercedes Moné, and they got it, bro. Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. Thank you for pitching it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
well,
always
he's always trying to
selling,
fucking
dude. It's
sell something.
unbelievable.
Right. Fucking
20
used car
foot high steel
salesman.
cage. Yeah, no, I mean that
World's
is good.
most famous arena.
Yeah, in the world's famous arena, Madison
But
Square Garden.
it's about time because I've been saying that the whole time. Like with Mercedes, like she keeps having these she has all these belts, but it's and no shots at the Japanese talent and all that. She's had like some good matches, but like not with the top tier of like the AEW women's division.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. She hasn't been involved in that, so it's like you can't say you're the fucking best and like you're not fighting the Tony
The
Storm.
best.
I agree with you
You know
on
what I
that,
mean?
but I also like the fact that they didn't fucking hot shot it. They bring in, like a superstar from another company and automatically put him in the title
Yeah,
picture.
yeah.
Right.
Fuck that shit. Earn your shit, and boy, did she earn it.
She surely
I'm
did.
not mad. I'm not mad at that. I can get
me
behind
neither.
that.
And that's gonna obviously be a great match.
It's all about the money.
That's all about the money. CEO.
CEO. CEO.
Dougie, what's the rap that she does?
She's like, son of a bitch, like her fucking, oh no, her cadence is awful though. I love her, but don't fucking
Yeah.
sing your theme song anymore, please.
How about that Mark Briscoe Ricochet spot?
Jeez.
He shined his
Shined his
head. That was awesome.
Yeah.
It's so funny. There's so
Oh,
many
here he
other
is.
bald-headed guys, but they just keep picking on Ricochet.
Yeah, I know. Can you imagine if somebody did
That was
that
a
to
bloody
the Rock?
match, though.
It was.
Briscoe was fucking open, bro. Like
Yeah.
he looked like a fucking madman. It looked like the dog collar match when Brother was around back in the day with FTR.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been nice if Jim Ross was not going through cancer treatment. He could have said, he's got a crimson mass.
Yeah.
There was a lot of Crimson Mass.
Yeah. I mean, I can't lie. Ricochet, he's really winning me over with this gimmick.
He had to be that douchebag dumb
Yeah,
heel.
he's really winning me over. At first, at first when he kept doing that, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" But I don't know. I'm
came
kinda
out in
liking it.
the what was it gear from Naruto.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, Naruto sucks and all that anime stuff is lame. Don't ever bring that shit up again.
Whack.
What's-
Anime
I'm
is
just
fucking
playing.
cool.
Yeah, anime.
Well, no,
Anime
I'm
or
not
wrestling.
playing. I don't like anime, but you can bring it up again.
Anime.
Okay. And
Anime.
and of course, we have to talk about the match Jay was looking forward to most of all.
We hurt people.
The Hurt Syndicate versus the Sons of Texas.
Jay, you do
Now-
a recap of what happened. here.
Now, we are happy with the outcome. Hurt Business still on top, but it's a damn shame that Goldust and Sammy Guevara walked home on their own and not being carried out in a wheelchair, stretcher, or possibly
They kind of hurt
casket.
people.
Jesus Christ.
or possibly guess.
I just want to see the Hurt people kill people.
We kill people.
Yeah. The Kill Syndicate. Yeah, no, I mean, this was good. And you're right, though. They did not cripple them as you said they would on the last show.
Take their asses
Assassination.
back to Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck those jobbers.
Okay. Speedball
Just
versus
kidding. Dustin Rhodes, what a career.
What? You don't like Sammy Guevara's rap?
He
comes out?
sucks. That dude sucks. He's
entrance
so
music?
lucky.
He
married
raps
that
in his
woman.
theme song too. What's up with Tony Khan letting people rap in his theme
It's
songs?
horrible. Vince is
They-
like,
they need to
He
sign-
does, but like
They need
it's
to
like
si-
somebody made like a rap specifically for him.
They
Yeah.
need to sign Jimmy Lloyd. He raps in his theme songs.
I think he rapped into a cell phone for his verse.
It did sound like that.
When they
He
He
made
raps
his
up
rap
a line
record
to
when he
do.
was-
He'd be
Yeah,
back there with
exactly.
fucking Tony Khan. Yeah.
Did he make his rap record when he was in holding?
maybe. I was gonna say it's like that meme that I keep seeing it. I mean, it's like the meme that's like guys are like, "There's no way you could tell me that wrestlers weren't really recording their theme songs." It's like the Big Show be like, "Whoa!" Like, there's no way he wasn't recording that.
And Gunk picked up something about theme songs earlier. We'll hit that in the later about Metro Boomin possibly coming to the WWE.
Hey, come on,
I
man!
mean,
That's a
he
fucking
just said
quick
the
hit,
whole
you
thing.
asshole.
He said the whole
Right.
thing. Yeah, Metro Boomin said he.
Jay's really trying to get off this podcast.
Yeah, he tweeted. He's
Hey,
tweeted.
you guys just said that? I was watching
No,
the squirrel
but
again.
you said the quick hit, and then you just said the whole thing. So we might as
It's
well
supposed to be
talk
a
about
quick
that.
hit. Now we've already harped on it too
Metro
long.
Boomin tweeted that he wants to do some wrestling theme
It's a
song,
dream of his.
which would be so much better than Def Rebel. So
Yeah, dude, that guy's the man.
Metro
Def
Boomin or
Rebel.
Jeff Johnson?
Def Rebel, whoever else,
or Jeff Johnson,
CFOS, whoever those fucking
CFO money sign
yeah,
or
those
whatever.
fucking dorks. Fuck all those idiots.
Yeah, they suck.
Metro
But, yo,
Boomin and Jim Johnson need to cook up.
That is,
It's like
honestly,
public domain music.
that is the best way to do it. I think it would have to be both of them. Then they could really get crazy like that album.
Metro Boomin's remixing all his.
Hell yeah. Do
like
they-
filled with fire and lust.
what
It's
album
like,
was that? The album
Kane.
where Kane rapped on the song?
and
or
then
whatever?
degenerate what?
Yeah,
Degenerate
that was
who?
awesome. They got to get back
Run
to that.
DMC doing DX. You don't even
Yeah.
fucking know about that, JA.
I wonder if Metro Boomin would contact Jim Johnson, be like, "Yo, why don't you come work with me?" You know?
Metro Boomin's a big timer. He'd probably be like, "Fuck this dork."
Who's this white guy?
Yeah, who's
Jim
this
Johnson's-
honky
he's a
cracker?
legend, bro. He's a
He's like,
legend.
who's this honky cracker? And then Jim Johnson would be like, "You don't even know me."
Speaking
fool."
of legends, Rick Derringer.
Oh,
shit, he had something deep inside of him.
rock and roll, hoochie coo, rock and roll, hoochie coo.
Okay,
That's
this
what
is a
Jay-
wrestling podcast, so that means in the world of this, if we're keeping it kayfabe, he's only made one song.
No,
Just so
he,
you know.
he also wrote, "Hang on, Soupy, Soupy, hang on."
Never heard of it.
I've heard that song.
Yeah, don't be a fucking
That's
idiot.
old people shit though.
Yeah, don't be a fucking
Oh
idiot.
man,
Roman.
I'm young.
We got to talk, obviously, not intercontinental, excuse me, continental championship, Okada versus Speedball. That was great. Speedball, great worker, friend of the show. You know,
Man,
you didn't like
not a
it?
big speedball guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love him, dude.
I didn't know he was a friend of the show.
He
either.
does those little flips.
Yeah.
Those little
Roman
things.
thinks anybody that we've like seen
he's like one of the
live
guys
is
that
like a
like I
friend of the
agree
show.
with.
He's like, we paid
Cornette.
to see Speedball.
Like this fucking nerd and his fucking haircut.
Really?
Like,
I like him,
yeah.
dude.
yeah.
I think
Doing
he's
these
great.
karate moves and like fucking. He did the one leg.
He
from
reminds me of like
fucking-
Roadhouse, you know?
I love.
He looks
like
like
him.
him
I like
too. Patrick
Speedball.
Swayze. He looks like
I
Patrick
love
Swayze.
wrestlers that don't wear boots that go out there like
Because you have
once
a
in
fucking foot fetish, you freak.
But I'm gonna have to agree with Hector on this one. Speedball.
Really?
Crazy,
He's
really?
small, like
His
I don't
finishing
know.
boy.
move
Little
fucks.
guy, I can put it in my pocket.
His finishing move fucks hard.
Yeah, he's awesome.
You fuck light.
I want to just stand there, like let somebody just keep karate kicking me, like fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I fuck late, but you're celibate, Jay. You don't even fuck.
I thought Omega
Okay.
oversold for him.
Omega?
Yeah,
what
yeah,
match are you
yeah.
talking about?
Oh,
Dork?
the
couple weeks
one we
ago.
saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was like 3 years ago. Come
Yeah,
on, bro. We're
yeah.
talking about the wrestling
All right,
news, not the
regardless.
wrestling past.
Next up, we got the Women's World Championship. Tony Storm versus Mina Shirakawa.
Yeah,
Timeless.
yeah.
Tony Storm.
What
I
did you
just-
say?
Let's get past
Yeah.
this real
I
quick.
just-
Tony Storm won. It was
Lo-
sick.
They kissed.
Yeah, they did.
They
Yeah,
did.
Yeah,
Oh.
of course you fucking hornballs are
Little
gonna love this
chubby.
lesbian
I
porn.
got a smidge of about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I
It was.
love
She's great though. They're
Little
both
squirty.
great, but obviously.
Yeah,
Um.
nah.
Next up, we had the Anarchy in the arena
Oh,
match.
tons of blood.
That was the match, right?
Yeah, that
crazy.
was. That was.
That was like the match. That was like I feel like that was like one of the most enjoyable
It was
like
crazy.
Anarchy at the arenas
Yeah.
that they do it. They've done it, once a year.
They're
at
always
least.
wacky and fun.
Yeah, like this was like a good one. Like I enjoyed
Yeah,
those,
I
the
thought it was
spots.
really good.
You know what I mean? Swerve put his
First,
sneakers on, his
the
i3s
I3s.
with some thumbtacks and hit a stomp, Swerve
Yeah,
stomp.
that's awesome. We're gonna
first
get
time
you
we
a pair
saw a
of
couple
i3s.
women.
Willow got fucking
Yeah,
like
hooked to the
cooked to her
ring
like,
post
ear.
or whatever.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
crazy.
Like the ring post.
What about they said they came out to your favorite song?
Which track?
Fucking the one that they used for the intro.
Let the
Oh,
body-
some,
No.
Some 41.
No. Remember they made the new intro and everybody hated it?
Oh, the fucking,
Pointer Sisters.
The Pointer Sisters.
Oh,
Yeah, they came out to that and then he said, "Yo, run it back," and they did Bodies by Drowning Pool. That was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Swerve did a fucking suice dive to the.
Gunk's
He
got his
came out
cock
dressed like
again.
Predator, which was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that was sick.
That
His
was
video
what was
fire.
highlighted in the
And
night, I think.
Moxley hit Willow with a fucking move, and then Swerve hit Marina Shafir. I was like, usually you see the women just kind of like
Yeah,
fighting,
yeah.
like nah, like they took some bumps with the guys.
Yeah, and Marina
I always
Shafir,
liked that. I
she
appreciate
got the
that.
Snapdragon too from.
From Kenny. Yeah,
Kenny. That was
yeah,
crazy.
that's what it was. From
Yeah,
Kenny.
yeah.
Yeah, not Swerve. My bad.
But the funny thing is, she could beat the shit out of anyone in the ring, probably in real
Oh
life.
yeah, real shit.
Yeah. Yeah, the trios match. Okay. And then I guess we'll just go to the main event here. Adam Page versus Will Ospreay for the.
That was a solid
Owen
match.
Hart
That was a
Cup.
good match.
As we all expected. We
course.
kind of knew Hangman was going to win. It's just, and it works out. Him and Moxley have a little bit of a pass, so you can
Yeah.
kind of create the
I
story.
feel like Hangman needed the win.
He did.
Osprey's fucking bulletproof.
Yeah.
He could take.
He
a
has
L
lost a bunch
and
of matches,
Nothing. You know what I mean? He's bullet, and he's still one of their biggest stars, bro.
100%, bro.
You know what I mean? Like
Spray. Spray.
Yeah,
he
he's
can
great.
get over, eat some Krispy Kreme donuts, and keep it pushing. Where like
1000%.
Hangman Page, there was like that lull in him after
Go
kind of the
Yates
Swerve
him.
program.
I love how everyone's like dying to get this belt off John Moxley. Like, he's like the worst thing ever because he's like.
Are you
That's what
quoting
John
the
Cena used
Gilman?
to do, ruin wrestling. Right?
First of all, John Moxley's a hell of a champion. He's one of the best world champions out there in the business right now. And I don't think Hangman Page is a good will be making a better champion than
I
him
don't
or
think so
anywhere,
either.
or even near half the champion.
The
He's
anxious
not,
cowboy.
to
or
quote
whatever.
the great Stone Temple Pilots, he's not half the man.
If he was to win, then they would probably run back that
I don't
Osprey
know.
versus Hangman Page, and then you
Yeah.
know what I mean. Like, oh, you got me last time, but I got the real you. Like now, like let's run it back.
Yeah.
You know what
Nah,
I mean?
man. He's gonna fucking lose like the little dork coward pussy he is, and then this is what's gonna happen.
Got a heel problem.
Logan Paul's gonna steal more of his moves. Mhm.
Yeah, Logan Paul will steal a couple more of his moves, make him look better than he ever could, and then fucking Darby Allin's gonna skate his little emo
From
ass
down Mount
off
Everest.
the fucking Mount Everest into a match with fucking John Moxley, and he's gonna take the belt off of fucking plumber
Oh, I'm
bald
over
ass
it. I'm
Moxley, and Darby Allin's gonna be the AEW World Heavyweight Champion.
He need,
If that happens,
remember
I'll
when he was
stop
like
watching,
one of
and
the
that's
pillars?
another reason why Gunk's not allowed to have the book.
Yeah.
Nah,
Remember
bro.
when
Darby
Darby's like a pillar,
Darby
like, it'd be
beating
a cool, nice, full circle where
Yes.
like, one of the pillars saves. You know what I mean? The AEW
company
championship.
or
Darby
Yeah.
beating
Back to-
Mox.
Isn't Moxley a pillar?
No,
No.
Darby beating
It was-
Mox will be like
It was Sammy.
I know.
Yeah.
Sammy
it was
sucks.
Sammy, MJF, Darby,
And-
and who was the fourth pillar?
Ricky Starks. No,
The Pebble.
Chris Jericho.
Yeah, okay. Let's-
Jungle Boy.
Jungle Boy.
Jungle Boy, yes.
the
Jungle Boy.
pillars are Chris Jericho, what was
Jerry Lynn.
Moxley, and Britt Baker.
Okay, that's only 3. Anyway.
That building is falling the fuck down.
yeah, 100%.
caving in on us.
Well, who do you want the fourth to be? But that's the best three.
No,
they got.
but Darby beating Mox
CM
would be
Punk.
like
Punk,
Darby
good
beating
call.
Mox would be like a Jeff Hardy moment, like when he beat
Yes, in 08.
Triple H and Edge
Bigger
and
than
then Triple
Obama
Threat.
in 08.
They should think about bringing Punk back.
Okay. Let's move on. We got a couple quick hits here before we get out of here. Number one, big news. Johnny Ace is fucking telling.
He's snitching, a
He's
fucking rat.
snitching. He's been dropped from the case. So yeah, he's definitely he's
not
telling.
a defendant now.
Probably
He's
he's not-
fucking working with that chick.
Probably not good news for Vince.
He's like, right.
I don't think much news that Vince is getting these days is good news. First, Trick wins the TNA title. Now this. It's not. He's not good.
Yeah, I see rumors all the time, probably from where Brown John gets his news from.
Yeah.
Like all these like kayfabe news sites that like Vince is like going to try to buy the company back, and like he doesn't talk to Steph and Triple H, and like
Yeah.
they buried his. They made his favorite wrestler John Cena a bad guy. Like,
I heard Vince is interested in getting involved with All American freestyle wrestling.
Well, that's
With
the same
Bischoff.
news
They
source.
already put like a roster, like people that signed, right?
Yeah.
What All American freestyle wrestling?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
is it?
It's like
bunch
Ben
of like,
Askren.
like a bunch of like college,
Yeah,
like,
college wrestlers, people we've never heard of.
Ricky
like
Swanson.
Olympic wrestler, like Greco-Roman wrestling
Yeah.
guys. Like.
No, that's from the same news source that said that we were going to get the new Shield with Nicolay.
Hikuleo.
Galeo.
Let's pull up the Real American Freestyle real quick.
So like Hank Swartzen and
We got a couple minutes here.
Jim
Jack
Okay.
Swagger.
Jack Swagger.
No.
Nobody you
Stone
know.
Cold
No,
Fox
he-
number one. Woo!
He went on a MAGA rant.
He surely did.
He went full MAGA.
Uh,
so
he
actually,
might
he'd be
get
welcome.
signed.
He'd be
He
welcome.
might get signed by them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're probably first on his
We
scouting.
got David Carr, Kennedy Blades.
Former Raiders quarterback David Carr.
That's Derek Carr. Zahid Valencia, Ben Askren. We know him. He got his ass
He
kicked.
got his ass kicked by Logan Paul.
Or was it Jake?
Either way,
Kyle Snyder, Aaron Brooks, Kyle Dake, and Trent Hidlay.
Trent Hidlay. They got Trent.
Yo,
How the fuck did they land Trent?
yo, when one of your top signees is a guy that got beat by a Mickey Mouse YouTuber, that's a bad gimmick.
True. And as
Ben
well.
Askren, how the mighty have fucking fallen.
Yeah, for real.
Actually, he's just always known for getting his ass
Well,
kicked.
listen, if we just know that if Chad Gable ever gets future endeavored, he's got a good home in Real American.
I hope one
I
of
mean-
these guys hears this and punches Gunk in the face.
They might be
Trent
Hulk
Hidlay's
Hogan, a
coming
real
for you.
American freestyle wrestler. They're trying to buy Hooters too. So
I did see
Wait,
that.
what?
they might get like unlimited wings. That was like part of the thing.
funny
I saw that, but all the pictures were AI. And it was like him and Stone Cold like drinking Real American beer. I'm like, Stone Cold would never drink the competitor's beer.
Yeah, he's only drinking Pepsi, like with CM Punk.
What?
No, he drinks
Broken Skull?
Broken Skull. You
Oh
fuck.
yeah,
Yo,
that-
CM Punk, he's right about Pepsi. Pepsi is so good.
You're
It's so much
crazy.
better than Coke.
You're crazy.
You're
I'm gonna get a
tripping.
Coca-Cola tattoo like Punk.
I like
on your shoulder.
Yeah.
I like Coke bottles, but Pepsi cans.
Coca-Cola
tastes different.
glass.
Pepsi bottle, Coca-Cola glass.
I don't give a
damn. Next up, Tony Khan talking shit about WWE in the presser again.
He loves just talking. And
Tony Khan's
bringing
like,
those
it won't go
guys
the
up.
same way.
They
It's
keep,
WCW.
they keep booking their shows at the same time as my shows.
Ah.
They're gonna learn. We're gonna win.
Actually, forget everything I just said. Tony Khan, you're the man. You should book us for a live podcast at 2300 when
totally
they come
agree.
into town.
What was the
Let's go.
thing? What
I
was,
can get some. Good,
Whatever, we'll just set up outside. Who gives a fuck?
And get some good
what if they
snow.
send like Big Bill out to like kick us out?
I'll buy a parking spot.
they're gonna send out wrestlers
Like
to get us.
Hobbs and Big Bill, they're like, get the fuck out
Back
of
to send
here.
out Guevara. I'll beat the piss out of that kid.
What was the time TK's voice cracked? Oh, he's like, yeah, no, it was Giannis. He's like, Giannis, Antetokounmpo. That was crazy. And finally, speaking of TK, Collision went over time and it cut to Black Adam, which is the craziest
That's the
shit ever.
most hilarious
The
thing.
Rock.
That of all things to come on after.
Yeah.
And first of all, like 2 matches were cut off,
That's
and it's
crazy.
like talk about going over. And they
Two
they-
matches?
2 matches had to.
Jesus.
From
What
everything I
matches
read.
did we get?
You just got the
I
first
forget
two.
what the 2 matches, but it was like the 2 matches.
Megan
were,
Bain was on. She wrestled, but that might have been
Yeah, they
pre-show.
cut 2 matches off, so you only had 15 matches on the card.
Yeah.
But
The
the fact that-
gaming community.
the fact that it was Black Adam was the hilarious
that's
part. Of
hilarious.
everything that could have came on.
Yo, but I'll tell you, like when I flip
I think
around
The Rock
TV
made
guide,
the call.
Yeah, probably. He was like, make sure this comes on
Well,
TNT.
apparently, I know Jay said anybody can buy like a TV, you know what I mean, commercial spot or whatever.
I always
but like
wa-
during NXT, Double or Nothing pay-per-view commercial came on.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
I
The
just
Rock was like, yeah, I can't have
Yo,
that.
I just always wonder how that shit goes because like it's one thing if like Raw gets cut off because like the fucking NBA finals are on or like you know what I mean like something like that, but like this is like who the fuck was like, man, Black Adam's coming on Wednesday at 10, and I swear to God, if AEW runs long and I miss the beginning of Black Adam, I'm gonna beat my wife.
they're like, Black Adam will begin in picture, and then it goes to the thing.
It's like, God damn it, honey, get over here.
okay, was Black Adam even supposed to be on next, or is like that just like their go-to show?
Well, it's on.
It's not a show, it's a movie.
It's a movie.
That's what I meant.
Do you even
Movie.
know what Black
Crazy.
Adam is?
I know what I meant when I said go-to. Like
You know that The Rock stars
no,
in Black
just
Adam.
Modern Family
No.
would always run over for a while.
Yeah.
Or
no, I meant
Wednesdays.
like. Do you think it's like their go-to like film, like whatever they have, just like boom, boom,
Something.
put this on.
I mean, it's owned by. I mean, it's all Warner Brothers now,
Yeah.
right? Because it's
Yeah.
on Max. So yeah, it's
But
a
I'm just
Warner
like
Brothers
wondering
movie.
like how was like how that was the closest thing to go on, you know, like.
Probably just what they scheduled to come on TV.
Yeah.
I don't know,
And
but
they
it
just
is
had to
funny.
Cut it off.
Whether it's a coincidence or not, it is hilarious.
It is hilarious.
Yeah, they're like, my God, is that Black Adam's music? Oh man. Well, yeah,
Raggedy Squirrel comes out.
yeah. Jesus Christ, don't get him started. Well, we have recorded to the end of our time as usual, but
That's it. No more hits.
no,
Nope, that's it.
That's it.
Oh man, I have some more to say.
All right, go
What do you
ahead.
got?
Go ahead. What you got?
That's it.
Okay. But as always, make sure to hit us on Instagram, svw.worldwide. Hit us on our Orlando store, svw.orlando on Instagram. Same with TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff, all that fun stuff. And make sure you listen to the Grappling with the Gilmans. Those kids are hilarious.
Yes, they are.
Way
That's
better
about
than this
it?
show.
Tony, you need to get them and us some AEW press.
100%. I totally agree.
Yeah, I got some questions.
Well, anything else, gentlemen?
First off, how big is Batista's dick?
Okay. How is Tony Khan going to know the answer to that?
Maybe he was in a urinal
know.
next to him.
Okay.
They they rub shoulders in those hobnobby movie places.
Okay, we're gonna do the music. Jesus Christ! Thank you, JA. I hope neither of you guys had anything to say. 'Cause JA took all the time.
No.
I think you guys
I
got
saw
a lot
a
of
clip
information.
of somebody talking about Too Cold Scorpio. They were wrestling him.
Yeah.
And he did a leg drop on him, and his like dick hit him in the head too, like hit him in the cheek. He was like,
said it
"It's
was
true."
It was a third leg drop.
Crazy, dude.
They
Shout
call it
out.
a triple jump leg drop.
Too cold. That's our boy. We out.